Good evening. As you heard, my name is Bryce Jarvis, and I'm a junior on the baseball team here at Duke. I'd like to first thank the Iron Dukes for giving me the opportunity to speak to you all tonight. This annual event is so well done, and on behalf of the entire student-athlete community, thank you for attending. It cannot be said enough that your generous support of Duke athletics plays a vital role in creating the distinguished Blue Devil experience. Your commitment through your resources and energy allows student athletes like myself to flourish every single day. And notice I said energy. You'll have to forgive me, but as a mechanical engineering major, my mind works in really weird ways. I promise I'll get this back to baseball, but I'd first like to talk about STEAM for a moment. You see, over the last semester, one of the courses that I was enrolled in was engineering thermodynamics. In this course, I spent countless sessions learning about topics such as internal combustion engines, jet turbines, and the Rankine cycle. For those of you who don't know, which I assume is most, the Rankine cycle is an idealized thermodynamic cycle of a heat engine that converts heat into mechanical energy while undergoing phase change. The heat, or energy, is supplied externally to a closed system that usually uses water as the working fluid. The supplied energy causes the water to undergo a phase change from a liquid to a gas, or steam, allowing the water to accomplish remarkable outcomes that the water wouldn't have been able to accomplish had it not been for the added energy resource supplied by the heat. You guys see where I'm going with this? I'm sure at some point in our lives, the vast majority of us have boiled water on the stove, but I bet very few of us have ever stopped to think about the underlying thermodynamic processes at work. So geek out with me here for a second. Everything around us has what's called enthalpy. Now, I'll be referencing this often, so for simplicity's sake, we can imagine enthalpy as the internal energy of a given system. As intelligent supporters of Duke, I assume you all remember that the point at which water boils is 212 degrees Fahrenheit. As you add energy through the heat from your stove, you would watch the temperature rise and rise. But something strange would happen as you reach the magical 212 degree mark. It would stop rising. You check to see if the stove is still on, and sure enough, heat is still being added to the system. So why is no progress being made? Well, it is. You see, in order for the water to undergo a state transformation, it needs the added enthalpy to go towards overcoming the intermolecular forces between the molecules instead of increasing the temperature. Now, I promised I'd bring this back to baseball, and I'm sure most of you are wondering how I plan on doing that. But I'm a man of my word. For anyone who's followed the Duke baseball team at all over the last 3 years, you've witnessed quite an exciting transformation. For those who haven't, allow me to fill you in. Coming out of high school, I was fortunate to have been recruited by several elite academic schools that also had great baseball programs. However, the combination of the prestigious Pratt School of Engineering, along with the shared vision of where the future of the baseball program was headed, ultimately sold me on making the commitment to attend Duke. It was clear that several pieces were already in place, but the program needed a little bit of added enthalpy to reach a boiling point and cause a fundamental state change. My freshman year saw a nationally ranked recruiting class, a commitment to playing in one of the nicest minor league facilities in the country, a newly completed strength and performance center, and more charter flights than ever before. All of these things made possible by your added enthalpy helped push our team to the first regional championship in over 50 years. We came up just one game short of reaching the ultimate goal, the College World Series in Omaha. Coming back last year, there was a tangible buzz around our program. We had reached that magical 212 degree mark, but had no steam to show for it. Despite injuries to key players, as well as tough losses along the way, our team fed off the support that we had received and pushed ourselves into the 2019 NCAA tournament as one of the last 3 teams in. Our team showed up in Morgantown at the West Virginia Regional, with many people writing us off. However, just like the year before, we came out on top, making it to a second straight NCAA Super Regional. Being from Nashville, Tennessee, made playing against Vanderbilt on one of the largest stages in college baseball in front of so many friends and family that much more special. I will forever be grateful to Duke for that experience. Unfortunately, once again, we found ourselves eliminated just one win away from turning our liquid into Omaha vapor. To many people outside the program, making it to the exact same point in the postseason as the previous year falls short of the intense standard of excellence that comes with wearing Duke on your chest. But I would argue that we were simply reaching the level of enthalpy needed to undergo a spectacular transformation. Looking forward, I truly believe that the experiences and lessons from the last 2 years have set the stage for our program's temperature to skyrocket. Our experienced core of players, seasoned by multiple NCAA super regionals, combined with an unbelievably talented freshman class, and the continued interjection of Iron Duke's energy, all culminate into what I believe are the last bits of enthalpy that this program needs to reach the promised land of college baseball, Omaha. Looking back, the decision to trust the vision that the coaches and staff here at Duke had for the future of the program was truly one of the best decisions of my life. I'm extremely appreciative of the opportunity to benefit from both a globally elite education as well as a national championship caliber baseball program that allows me to reach my athletic ceiling. Every year, in our first team meeting of the fall, we outline the same 3 goals for the year. First, be a model program on campus for service in the community. Second, have a cumulative team GPA of 3.3 or better. And finally, punch our ticket to the College World Series in Omaha. We consistently fulfill 2 out of 3 of these goals, and I'm extremely excited to announce that along with your help, I believe 2020 is the year that Duke baseball reaches our boiling point in Omaha. Thank you.